As you said, Richard, I'm currently the head of Global Shared Services for Orica, and prior to that I was a pioneer employee and the Chief Operating Officer in Manila for QBE Insurance's Global Shared Service Centre between 2012 to 2016. By way of background, Orica is the #1 manufacturer and supplier of commercial explosives, supporting the mining, construction, quarrying and tunnelling businesses. Many people think we're a mining company, but I like to think of ourselves more as a mining logistics company. We support those sectors in their business operations. Orica's head office is in Melbourne, and we've been in business for over 140 years. We operate in 112 countries and have more than 11,500 employees globally. Orica GBS was established in 2015 to support finance processes for Orica. We currently employ around 200 staff, and we've recently expanded our service catalogue to include a number of IT processes. And we're set to add to this further and double our FTE count over the next 12 months. It's fair to say that Orica historically hasn't been that supportive of work from home arrangements. As a result, we had no policies or precedents to follow when COVID-19 hit. When the lockdown occurred on the 17th of March, this mindset was turned on its head in an instant as we were forced to mobilise our work from home arrangements. We quickly convened our emergency management team and dusted off the business continuity plan, only to realise that it didn't adequately contemplate a pandemic scenario. Luckily, over the last 12 months, we'd started to swap out our desktop computers for laptops, so around 2/3 of our team were highly mobile and immediately able to work from home. However, it wasn't an easy journey. Some of the challenges we faced were inadequate internet speeds from home, a lack of a proper workspace at home, of course, transporting desktop computers and other infrastructure to those that needed it whilst in lockdown was problematical. And the big one for us initially was that many of our apps required a VPN, and our network architecture just didn't contemplate having thousands working remotely globally at the same time. Notwithstanding this, we managed to mitigate all of those challenges, and we achieved 100% virtual operations on day 3 of the lockdown. The focus from then on was to develop policies to support work from home, such as overtime policy, leaves policy, how we handled the payment of internet allowances and the like. Of course, key for us, and I'm sure with the other organisations on the call now, is the continual communication with staff around what our strategy was, and of course the communication with our stakeholders in the various countries that we support. We had to enhance our productivity management tools to allow our leads to monitor service delivery, and we've really developed some great tools using Power BI and the like, which give our leads the confidence that they're able to support our SLA commitments. We've had to support and educate our teams to embrace Microsoft Teams, Yammer, and the other collaboration tools. And I think that's a big one. If we reflect back to where we were 5 years ago, I just don't think we could have been as successful in migrating to an online work from home environment. Ensuring that our team remains connected by way of virtual town halls, virtual huddles, a number of online fun challenges. Working remotely presents some challenges, but having these connection points really does help. Every week since the lockdown commenced, the SLT have met 3 times a week to check in with each other and to share the pulse of the organisation. It's very different from being able to walk the floor and talk to the teams, to be able to manage these kind of scenarios remotely, but we've managed to achieve that. Some of the team had difficulty with the isolation and the new way of working and missed the dynamic of the office environment, so we ensured everyone had a good peer network to support them. We strongly advocated our mental health programs as a number of our teams struggled with the unfolding pandemic within the local communities and the impact this was having on family and friends. Our observations so far are that productivity remained at the same levels and in some teams actually increased. The vast majority of the teams have embraced and adapted to work from home and actually prefer this way of working. And our SLAs continue to be met, and our stakeholders are very supportive of the new way of working. As we prepare a staged return to work, we have been contemplating the future operating model for Orica, and I see a new norm. That norm will be where anywhere up to 1/3 of our workforce will be working from home at any one point in time. We will mandate certain periods whereby all staff will be in the office for trainings, town halls, socials and other collaboration activities. We'll also look to embrace a non-standard work arrangement. In the past, we've been bound to an 8-hour work day. You commute to work, you work a block of time, you have lunch, You work and then you go home. In the future, I see we'll have more flexibility to allow staff to work in blocks of effort during the course of a week. And I don't see any issue with this, so long as we match off the needs of the business. As for the benefits, it'll be a big tick for our EVP, employee value proposition, as we will offer more flexible work arrangements. Certainly, as Lars said, it will be a reduced real estate footprint and expanded talent surge. Geographically, we're no longer going to be isolated to Metro Manila. We can look further afield for talents. Persons with disabilities will be in our scope as well, as they will be a very attractive source of talent for us. And as Ruth said, mothers wanting to return to the workforce, we can offer a flexible work arrangement. We'll continue to mature our talent acquisition policies over the coming months as we start to resume usual operations. The pandemic has forced this necessity upon us, but has opened up our ways to an exciting future way of working, which we are certainly embracing as an organisation. Thanks, Richard. Back to you.